We're both 6 feet tall, have blonde hair and blue eyes. And until now, I never questioned whether my kids were mine. But after learning about her past with him, I can't help but feel paranoid. Hey gang, and welcome back to the Hallowed Halls of Magic's Monologue. Magic here, your curator of personal growth and the sage keeper of the keys to today's tome of wisdom and knowledge. Today's video, I'm divorcing my wife of 17 years because of an old friends with benefits of hers. But first, I thank you for the thumbs up you've given me, the subscribe, and the smacking of the bell to be instantly notified of new videos. Also, don't forget to sign up for free at my locals and on X. Let's begin the journey. This video demonstrates 5 important lessons every man must know before, during a marriage to help minimize the chances of being this guy. He also, in my mind, handles it far better than most, which is why I give this poor brother kudos for handling it like a king. Stay with me to the end for the 5 takeaways, so pay attention and learn. He writes, 1 month ago, I, 43 male, found out that my wife, 41 female, had a best friend, male 40, was actually her former friends with benefits, and that has enraged me to no end. This may come off as controlling. However, if you are married, then you should not be having female best friends, just as she should not be having male best friends. As a married couple, you do not want to put yourself in those kinds of situations for temptation to creep in. Guys, you can't allow this. Also, something that should be discussed early on and made clear so there are no surprises. It has enraged me to no end, not only just because they had the kind of past, but because she kept it a secret from me for all these years. To make matters worse, my sister, 40 female, who is also my wife's best friend, knew about it and never told me. Okay, so that is some next level betrayal by your sister, covering up for your wife, which now makes me wonder about your sister and what she's been hiding. When we started dating 18 years ago, we agreed to cut all ties with our exes. Now, I've learned that she's been lying to me for it for years. I am so sorry, my brother, that this is happening to you and your children. However, she and your sister have violated your trust and terms of the relationship. She has lied to you about this. What else is she lying about? After finding out last month, I spoke to a lawyer. Good for you. That is a smart move. Guys, learn from this brother. This is how it's handled. Get evidence and see a lawyer before you do anything. I spoke to a lawyer and told my wife we are getting a divorce, and nothing she says or does will change that. Okay, personally, I would have waited longer, and she would have found out when she served. I also took a DNA test for my daughter, 16 female, and my twin boys, male, 12 male. I've had no contact with my sister. Excellent. This is the right move. Guys, take control, see a lawyer, make a plan, then execute it with ruthless speed and efficiency. Some might say I'm taking things too far. Yeah, well, fornicate those people, especially with the DNA tests. But there's a reason for it. Her friends with benefits and I look strikingly similar. By the way, DNA Testing Services, which is an actual real company, has published data stating that of the tests they do, 1/3 of the time, the father is not the guy who thinks he's the father. So what this man is doing is smart. We're both 6 feet tall, have blonde hair and blue eyes. Until now, I never questioned whether my kids were mine. But after learning about her past with him, I can't help but feel paranoid. You're being smart. This is not paranoia. This is being cautious. Right now, you're playing chess, not checkers, which is the way it's supposed to be. The moment you dropped the D word, you entered the octagon to do battle for your life and that of your children. On top of that, her friends with benefits never got married because he claimed to have a free soul, which makes me feel like she just settled for me. And if he had ever decided he wanted marriage, she would have left me in an instant. My brother, I'm sorry to say, you're not wrong. That is exactly how this would have played out, because I have countless videos showing exactly that. The only silver lining in all this is that the house we live in is in my name. I inherited it from my grandpa before we got married. This is why I say, gentlemen, protect your assets before you get married, and why prenups, trusts, and LLCs are a good idea for men. See my video, Marriage Decline, Why Men Are Opting Out, for more details. It's worth your time, and pass it along to your bros. For now, I've kicked my wife out of the house and taken her to her parents' place, where I told them exactly why we're getting divorced. Excellent. This is called always control the narrative, because 9 times out of 10, she will lie to friends and families to protect her reputation. And it is to socially isolate you as a pressure tactic, and it is a form of female assault. Social reputation attacks are used by women generally against other women, and they fail to grasp, as a rule, that it's not effective against most men. Remember, guys, we conflict directly. Women attack indirectly. It's a holdover of evolution. I also told my kids because I believe they're old enough to know the truth. Since then, my wife has been calling me constantly, crying and swearing that they were just friends, but I don't believe her. I made it clear that even if the DNA test confirms that all 3 kids are mine, I will still go through with the divorce. Now, this is how it's done, with focus and stoic strength. Never take back a cheater, because once a cheater, always a cheater. Sooner or later, they will do it again. Additionally, if you take her back, it signals to women that you're weak, and weak men are not to be respected. If she can't respect you, she will not love you. You will have more problems with her down the road. From what I hear from my brother-in-law, who lives near her parents, she is a complete wreck and barely eats anything. My sister also tried to reach out to me through her husband, but I told them I don't consider her my sister anymore after wasting 18 years of my life.
Emotional, damn it!
Honestly, if the DNA tests come back negative, I don't know what I would do. I love my kids more than anything in this world, and finding out that even one of them isn't mine would break me more than anything else. Right. So what have we learned? 1. This poor guy has handled it like a king. 2. Trust is conditional and not absolute. The wife's secret past with her friends with benefits and her ability to hide it for 17 years underscores that marriage trust can be a facade. Some women may conceal truth to maintain comfort, revealing the need
Trust
but verify. It's still play, but cut the cards.
3. Hypergamy doesn't sleep. Mr. Free Soul, status and physical similarity to the husband suggests she settled while keeping an emotional tether to the high-value man who didn't want her. Women are hypergamous, and consciously or not, many are always attuned to seeking a successful upgrade that is not you. Just be mindful of this, guys, and don't be blind. 4. Blood ties do not guarantee allegiance. The sister's complicity in the hidden relationship shows that loyalty from family or friends can crumble under female solidarity. Your sister is married. I would tell her husband what she did, and he needs to take a hard look at her. I think she, most likely, and your sister have been screwing around on hubby, and your wife has been covering up your sister's lies in return. 5. Paranoia is a survival instinct. His taking a DNA test reflects a smart and rational response to uncertainty. 6. Frame defines reality. By accepting her lies for years, he surrendered and was living in her frame unknowingly. Her ongoing contact with the friends with benefits proves she never fully respected his boundaries, which at the end of the day can be considered a failure of masculine leadership. So my advice, for now, just do what you're doing. Frankly, compared to most men so far, you've done more right than wrong. I would say hold the line on the divorce regardless of the DNA outcome. Her betrayal and infidelity, emotional or otherwise, broke the covenant. Staying would signal weakness and invite further disrespect. This would ensure you live a life of passion, purpose, and prosperity by leaving her behind. If you found value in this video, then help grow this channel by doing 3 things. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, hit that bell, and share this with at least 3 friends who need to learn from this channel. Confession is good for the soul and this channel. Send me your personal relationship stories to share, or if you see an article online you think I should cover, send the link to stories@magicsmonologue.com. If you're on YouTube and want another video like this one, then click here to watch Betrayal, Caught Texting Her Ex Again, Here's What to Do. And that is coming up right now.